Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here. Man, I went to a local convention and somehow managed to pick up a couple of books. Let's take a look. All right, so I went over to a little local convention. So here's the deal. It's this weekend is WonderCon, and I'm looking forward to going there and meeting up with my fellow West Coast chapter fiends. But I needed to get warmed up. I saw a little flyer on the Facebook and the Instagram for Ohana Comic Con. I've seen them before. They're little small Comic Cons at the Elks Lodge. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm visualizing there's going to be a bunch of local comic book vendors there selling their comics, maybe just normal collectors. It's going to be freaking cool. Well, it wasn't. It was a convention filled, our little hall filled mostly with people selling Pokemon and Funkos and other whatnot things. Matter of fact, there were only four vendors that had any comic books, and I wouldn't necessarily call them comic book vendors. Here, I'll take a short video clip, and then I'll get into the hall. So you see, it wasn't much of anything. Very small. I was there for all of about probably 45 minutes, and that was because I actually took the time to dig through every single box of comics in that shop. And from it, surprisingly, I did okay. The one of the vendors there, after the very first vendor I went to, I found he had like only four boxes of books, and I started digging through them, and I ended up finding he had a pretty decent selection of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, and that's a run that I have been very slowly, passively collecting. But I do want to finish that, work on that collection. So I started digging through his run, and I found a stack of books that I didn't have. So in all, I picked up 27 books from him. He had them tagged at a variety of prices. For the most part, I think there were the two most expensive books in this lot he had tagged at $8. All told, though, I ended up getting a lot buy from him for $75, so just under $3 a book. And I think that's fair. There's a few books in here that aren't worth $3, but there's a lot of books that are like $5 books. So in the end, it all comes out and works in the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at these here first. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 5. And we've got, issue 11. Issue 13. I'll put up, if there's anything special about them, I'll put it up. Otherwise, we're just going to move on past that normal thing. But we have issue 17. I love these just classic looking Spider-Mans. Issue 19. The Enforcers on the cover. Here you go, issue 35. $36. 37. 40. This is cool. I've never seen the Lizard Spider-Man. 43. 44. 45. 46. 48. 50. Some of these numbers get really small. 69. Dude. Oops. 77. I was really impressed when I started busting open these and rebagging and boarding them. All these have been rebagged and boarded. 80. These were all in really ratty bags and boards. But once I started redoing them, I was really impressed. The books actually turned out to be all, for the most part, probably in VF condition. And that's just fine for run collecting like this. Because the difference in value on a book, I mean, negligible. They're just run fillers. 84. 88. 89. Oh, don't hate me, Spider-Man. What I did for your love. 95. 96. 121. That's a J.J. Abrams. 131. And then the last one, 136. There was Sin Eater. So that's a pretty impressive haul, I thought. 27 books, all of them in VF condition on average. A few of them VF plus, a couple of them VF minus, but nothing worse than a VF minus. For basically $3 a piece, 75 bucks. I was super happy with that. I did pick up 3 books that were just cover buys that are intended for the giveaway bin, the Only Slabs giveaway bin. First up is Superman Batman number 12. Michael Turner with that Supergirl from Apocalypse. And then this Justice Society of America number 24. Black Adam giving the Atom the bitch slap. And this cover, I just thought this was really awesome looking. This is a variant cover for Captain America Annual number 1. And it's just kind of like, it looks like it's a classic story of World War II, Captain America and Bucky. It's great looking book cover. The insides looked really cool too. So yeah, if I don't decide to keep it, it's going to go in the giveaway bin. Now, let's talk about the bigger books I picked up there. I found a couple decent gems. Uh, First was a tandem guy, a gentleman that were selling some books. One of these was from one guy, one was from the other. So I couldn't quite get the deal I wanted, but I still got what I thought was a screaming deal. And so first up was this Transformers ash can, the San Diego Comic Con ash can. This book, they were asking $125 for it. Now, in a near mint or near mint plus in a raw book right now, it was, when I looked it up, it was going for anywhere from $130 to $150. So they were asking a fair price for it, but not what I want to pay. So I also happened to bundle it with this Voltron #1. I don't have a copy of Voltron #1, but I need it. Why? Nostalgia. So this book here, they were asking $45 for it. Took a look at the book. I estimate this book is probably a 7.75 as it sits right now. A good clean and press might get it into the 8 realm. But so figuring it a VF minus VF, this book is about a $60 book. Raw $50 to $60 book. They were asking $45. Again, a fair price. I threw out a long shot, seeing if they'd do $120 for the pair. Remember, they're asking $125 for this. So that's basically saying, hey, I'll give you less than what you want for this, and you give me this book for free. Obviously, they weren't having that, but they did do a little conversing, and they did agree to take it for $135. So I paid $100 for this book and $35 for this book. At the end of the day, I'm super happy with that, because that's about a 20% discount off what they were asking, and they were already asking fair pricing. So I'm super excited. This one is definitely a 9.8 candidate. Maybe it's a 9.6, but it definitely looks like it could be a candidate. And like I said, we'll get that Voltron and clean and press. I may not actually ever have it graded. I'll probably just keep it raw, just because unless it were to hit a 9.6 or a 9.8, it's really not worth all that much to justify the expense of grading it. But it's a cool book to have nonetheless. So those I picked up. Those were big books. Now, as I was walking out, there was one last table I saw. He had a lot of garbage books, to be honest. I'm flipping through them, and he said, oh yeah, that's all like 90s stuff. And okay, he says, but I got some other things over here. So I go look, see what he's got over there. Under the glass, he's got some books that are signed. Most of them, nothing exciting. But what catches my eye is he's got Kingdom Come. Issues 1, issues 2, 3, and 4. All issues 1, 2, and 3 on the inside cover are signed by both Mark Waid and Alex Ross. And the issue 4 is signed only by Mark Waid. So they're all signed. I looked at them. The signatures looked phenomenal, looked really good. So I was like interested. Of course, I've now put them into these clear backer boards, because you get these beautiful Alex Ross wraparound covers on these things. Now, he was asking $50 a piece for these books. They were, you can debate, they don't have COAs on them. Not that but I'm a guy who will tell you the COA doesn't mean a ton. So I'm like, okay, I'd like to get the set. I'm interested in it, but I'm not interested for $200. So I asked him, say, what's your cash buy for the set of the 4 books? We went back and forth. Anyways, we settled on $150 for the set of 4. I don't even know. I think I may have overpaid slightly. It's hard to say. They're not near mint plus books. They're like 9.0s, 8590 copies. Probably they each had some rub and wear. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm fine. having Mark Waid, Alex Ross dual signed copies of Kingdom Come. Just absolutely one of the best freaking written stories in comic books. Beautiful, beautiful art. I'm super happy to have those and add them to the collection. And that's going to do it. That's what I picked up at this little con. Out of that little bitty hole in the wall, I managed to find probably the best books there and bring them home with me, and a nice stack of Spectacular Spider-Man. But you leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think of what I picked up? Would you have picked any of these up? Any of them that you're interested in? Things you say, Rob, you're an idiot. Why the hell would you even pick that up? Whatever. Let me know. Comments down below. Hit that thumbs up button. And as always, get out there and collect what you want. Don't listen to anyone, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.